Exactly 1 week ago at 10:05 p.m., a man started shooting from Mandalay Bay into the Route 91 Harvest Festival. He killed 58 people in the deadliest mass shooting in modern American history. But since then, we've brought you countless stories of heroism from that night, and since then, we've seen the community step up in a big way. Tonight, we will continue to honor those victims. We will continue to honor our first responders, and in a few minutes, we will have a moment of silence. But first, Kathleen Jacob is here to tell us about some of the heroes who have been behind the scenes. Kathleen?
Yeah, Adam, it's absolutely incredible what we've seen since then. The stories of people helping other people have been countless and amazing to hear. One group of people formed a Facebook group and have been checking on people's loved ones, getting information to people from all over the world, and really doing their best to bring peace of mind to people during this terrible time.
I honestly just made a group just because I wanted a forum where people can ask questions and try to help one another finding someone or getting info.
Erica Olguin had no idea how it would blow up. More than 3,000 members, many working tirelessly to reunite loved ones with each other.
Everybody just came together to help one another, and they still are.
Contacting hospitals, doing home checks for people out of town not sure if their loved ones are okay, helping people find the heroes that saved them, the list goes on.
I'm very much feeling as though I wish I could have been there to help, and that's how I got involved in this Facebook page, was just knowing that being here, my ability to contribute was limited.
Christy Bortles just moved to Colorado from Las Vegas and knew she had to help, even if it was from afar.
There were tons, dozens, hundreds of people saying, hey, either I know somebody was there or I was there and I lost the person I was with. Whatever the situation was, I just saw a whole lot of people being unsure where their loved one, significant other, friend was.
Christy put together two lists, one of people confirmed dead and one of people still missing.
Taking people from this list of names that were identified as missing and having to put them on the list of people that were deceased. So it was hard to know that in that action, I guess symbolically, there was a lot of hearts broken.
That was the hardest part. It was hard on the girls that had to find out. Family members writing us.
Hard, but important to people like Erica, Christy, and the countless others working to make things just a little easier for everyone affected.
I'm just glad that it brought peace to some of them, you know?
Anytime you see somebody who's fearful or sad or scared, who's able to find comfort, it's powerful. It's been a powerful week.
If you're still looking for any information, whether that's finding someone who's helped you, finding someone you were able to help, anything at all, feel free to write into this group. We've got a link to them on our website, fox5vegas.com. Adam?
Thank you. County officials say they're now working on returning items left behind at the music festival.
We're past the response portion of this horrible incident. This is all about recovery now. And we need to get that messaging out about recovery. It's going to be a very, very long process, but we want to work as hard and as focused as we can on it and help the people that are in need for recovering from this and heal together as a community.
Thousands of items, including cars, were left behind at the concert venue. Today, our county has released a plan on how to get everything back. Items can be picked up at the Family Assistance Center at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Officials say the center isn't just for people who are injured, it's for anyone who attended and needs help with things like documentation.
We had so many people that lost their IDs and purses and bags, and they need assistance. We can assist you there with that.
As we know, many of the people who attended the festival were from out of town. The Family Assistance Center can also help out with travel and finding a place to stay. A Little League team is selling cookies and lemonade to help their coach recover after the shooting. Family and friends say Eric Varela was shot as he took cover jumping over a bar at the concert. Now he has to use a walker. Friends we spoke with say he's happier now that he's back home, but he says he's restless and wants to get back out to watch his daughter play.
This is actually killing him because he's never been laid up before. He doesn't like being laid up. He's constantly moving, constantly going. Very easygoing guy. He coaches these kids in baseball because he loves the game. He loves being around kids.
The team tells us they had a lot of foot traffic at the lemonade stand, and they say their coach had no idea they put on this fundraiser. If you'd like to help with Coach Eric's medical expenses, we have a link to his GoFundMe page on our website. Just head to fox5vegas.com. People in Laverne, California are saying goodbye to a 21-year-old college student known for her warmth, optimism, energy, and kindness.
She was there for me whenever I needed her.
Friends and family members held a candlelight vigil last night for Jordan Rivera. The vigil included her childhood friends and fellow students from California State University San Bernardino. Rivera's father talked about how much he misses his daughter.
We're going to see her again. She's with my dad. All our family members have gone before her.
Rivera was a fourth-year student studying healthcare management at Cal State San Bernardino. The school is holding a separate vigil for her on Tuesday. It's a celebration of life service scheduled for October 19th in Chino, California. The marquees of the Las Vegas Strip are now going dark. We've now reached the 1-week mark since our city, since our community changed forever. The lights are dark in tribute to the victims and their families. We'd like to take this time to honor those lives lost.
I will dry them warm. I'm on your side. Oh, when the times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when the evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and the pain is all around, and like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. I will lay me down.
We're here at Shadow Hills Church writing letters to the first responders and also to the survivors.
I wrote this letter for a survivor.
There's such a sense of longing, of wanting to reach out.
I can't imagine your pain and despair that you're going through.
There's so much you want to say at times like this.
If it weren't for you guys, there would have been people that I would never see again.
Tell those people thank you and show them that we love them and care about them.
Nobody can stop you from embracing the light that is inside all of us.
At Walker Furniture, this sofa is 96 inches long, covered in chenille fabric. It has Simmons pocketed coils like the ones found in mattresses. And these accent pillows are included for only $4.99.
Here at Wagon Trail RV, we want to thank you, Las Vegas, for making us the #1 in North America 6 years in a row for leisure travel vans. And due to your requests, we've acquired the top quality Class B RVs in the world. Companies like Chinook, Leisure Travel, Pleasureway, Road Trek, and Dynamax, your personal limo on wheels. So come down to Wagon Trail RV today before your favorite RV is gone, or view our inventory at wagontrailrv.com.
STN Sports is the only sports betting app you'll need this season. New features include the Play Plus card that lets you fund, withdraw, and deposit from anywhere. New mobile parlay cards with all your favorites. And a $50 new sign-up bonus. STN Sports even lets you earn rewards for every bet. Safe and easy betting from your phone or tablet. Go to StationCasinoSports.com. Get the app with parlay cards, Play Plus funding, and a $50 sign-up bonus at all Station Casinos, Fiestas, Wildfires, and El Cortez.
Important to give blood.
Everyone just coming together. It's really amazing.
We're still going to keep working together to make sure that people get the help that they need.
To donate blood, visit United Blood Services or the American Red Cross online.
There's a lot of heart in Las Vegas.
Isn't it something your grandma saw her back in the day, then my mom's, now mine?
3 generations of her family, that's really something. For nearly 40 years, families have trusted the Richard Harris Law Firm. Call us at 444-4444, just in case.
If you're shopping for a vehicle, one location soars above the rest, the Valley Auto Mall. With 19 dealers, 23 brands, and over $250 million in inventory, chances are the Valley Auto Mall has just the vehicle you're looking for. In fact, 1 in 4 vehicles is purchased at the Valley Auto Mall. For the best in selection, sales, and service, the Valley Auto Mall is head and shoulders above the rest. Fly over today. Shop the Valley Auto Mall or valleyautomall.com.
At Walker Furniture, this bedroom group is a Louis Philippe design, and it's a timeless classic. The queen sleigh bed and dresser and mirror and nightstand, only $5.99. All these pieces, only $5.99.
Fox 5 Weather 24/7 is sponsored by Star Nursery. 2-gallon roses starting at $9.88 each.
That's the Las Vegas Strip right now. That's how it's going to look for the next 3 minutes. Until 10:16, the marquees are dark, but the Strip is still lit up. Meanwhile, a church in Henderson is helping its members stay Vegas strong with love and worship. The church at South Las Vegas off Horizon Ridge Parkway held this service today to ask God to bring the community together. The church has support teams in place to help victims and survivors, and they heard video messages from other pastors, such as Southern California megachurch pastor Rick Warren.
I want to know why. Why did a loved one have to die? Why did I have to get shot? Why did this stuff have to happen? And it is okay to ask the question why. It is okay in our humanity to want to say, why did this tragedy happen?
The church acknowledged local first responders as part of its service to honor their sacrifice and bravery in helping to save lives. Cleanup is now underway along the Gulf Coast after Hurricane Nate blew through the region overnight. Thousands hunkered down as the storm battered the area with heavy rain, strong winds, and storm surge. The hurricane made 2 landfalls as a Category 1 hurricane, first in Louisiana and again in Mississippi. Fox News correspondent Ellison Barber reports.
Nate initially made landfall in southern Louisiana Saturday night as a Category 1. It came on shore again early Sunday morning just outside of Biloxi, Mississippi.
The wind was blowing real hard, and it came
pushed the water straight on up, and then it was pushing the water. We could see down into the bay.
Nate is the first hurricane to make landfall in the state since Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Storm surge littered the town with debris, flooding the lobby of a casino and its parking garage. But ultimately, Nate left without causing any widespread destruction.
I am extremely proud of the people who live here, who understand what this storm could have done.
The hurricane lost most of its power as it moved into Alabama and Georgia. For people living in Mobile, Alabama, Nate's biggest mess came in the form of flooding to some homes and cars. In New Orleans, the National Weather Service canceled the hurricane warning by 9 p.m. The mayor lifted a citywide curfew after 2 hours, allowing locals and tourists back on the famous streets.
It is a spectacularly beautiful day. Thank you, God.
Hurricane Nate is the fourth hurricane to hit the U.S. this season. According to the head of FEMA, the seemingly constant barrage of storms are putting a strain on resources. President Trump tweeted, quote, FEMA and first responders are working hard yet again on Hurricane Nate. Military helping very much under control.
Now, Fox 5 weather 24/7.
If you've not been outside in the last little while, I can tell you there are some pretty good wind gusts happening in and around parts of southern Nevada. We had 49-mile-per-hour gusts at McCarran a short time ago. Right now, it's not quite as bad, but we still got some winds to deal with. 70 degrees. Our winds are from the north. These are sustained winds at 36 miles per hour, but they are gusting up to 40 miles per hour. So we've lost a little bit of the strength in those wind gusts, but it's still going to be around for us for the duration of this evening and into the overnight hours. That's when we're expected to see the strongest winds here in the Las Vegas Valley. 67 at Aliante right now. Nellis at 70 degrees. We've got 72 in Henderson, Las Vegas 70, 68 in the Lakes, and at Blue Diamond it is 59 degrees. As we pull out and take a look at some other areas, Mesquite's coming in at 66 degrees. We've got 69 at Prim. At Kingman at 67 degrees, and Laughlin coming in at 82 degrees. We hit a high of 85 today. Our normal daytime high is 84. The record set back in the 60s was 98 on this date. So as it looks right now, we are going to continue to see some very strong winds for the remainder of the evening. As you can see here, some of the wind gusts ranging around the valley anywhere between 18 miles per hour at Prim to around 36 miles per hour in Laughlin, 39 at Nellis Air Force Base. We are going to see those winds throughout the overnight hours on into Monday. So the wind advisory remains in effect for us until Monday afternoon. Followed that, we're going to see temperatures cooling off. So overnight tonight, you're going to notice a bite. In fact, if you're going outside right now, you'll feel the bite to the air because behind this wind is a cold pool of air that's going to drop our daytime highs by about 15 degrees compared to what we experienced today. We will be back into the 80s by the time we get into Wednesday. So again, this wind advisory, and you can see how much real estate it takes up, will be in place until around 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So expect to see the strong winds still through the mornings, but it looks at this point in time like the strongest winds are going to be happening over the next 6 to 8 hours here in southern Nevada. Pulling back from our satellite radar loop, you can see a little bit of active weather. That's mostly over our local mountains, but other than that, we are in good shape. That frontal boundary will continue to deliver those winds for us again for the remainder of this evening as that low pressure system is coming down toward us, and then behind that we're going to see those temperatures dropping off. Here are some numbers for you. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock we'll still see winds from the north at around 14 miles per hour. The temperature will be 63 degrees, not bad. 73 by noon, which is significantly cooler than it was today at noon. 76 by 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and by 10 o'clock tomorrow night when Fox 5 News at 10 returns, it'll be 66 degrees. And here's a look at what we can expect over at Lake Mead. Tomorrow we've got a high wind warning, so the valley's into advisories. The lake will be into a warning status for tomorrow. 79 degrees. We're looking at 29 mile per hour gusts at least, and we've got a water temperature of about 74. If you're heading up to Mount Charleston, the wind advisory is finally posted for the Mount Charleston area. There we'll see gusts up to around 30 miles per hour and a temperature of around 57 degrees. Our 7-day forecast here again looks something like this for tomorrow. 76 degrees. It'll be be 78 degrees on Tuesday, 84 on Wednesday and Thursday. Moving on into Friday, 82. We dip it back down into Saturday and Sunday. We've got another wind event coming our way. It won't be quite as dramatic on the weekend. However, it'll still be here. So Friday, expect to see some breezy conditions. Our overnight temperatures for the next couple of days are going to range in the 50s and the low 60s. It's going to be an interesting night tonight. Well, I imagine there'll be some problems with the winds causing maybe potentially some power outages. So just keep that in the back of your mind.
Well, at least the temperature's good. The wind's not so much.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Les.
All right.
Here's something you don't see very often. Take a look at this video. This is called a fire devil. This is in Portugal. Kind of looks like a fire tornado. It's basically wind and dust burning as it swirls around in the air. This is all part of a wave of wildfires hitting the country. More than 1,000 firefighters are out there in Portugal battling these flames. Country singer Jason Aldean returned to Las Vegas today. We'll show you what his wife says about coming back and his emotional tribute taking stage again.
Has actually said, Lori, I would take a bullet for you. And I said, Jack, I know. I said, I know. I walked out of the house every day knowing I was loved.
Family and friends remember one of the victims laid to rest this weekend in Bakersfield. We'll hear from the woman who says her husband saved her life by covering her up.
Hi, Paige here saying listen up because RC Willey is having an amazing Columbus Day event.
Shop Friday through Monday and take advantage of special savings on furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics, and flooring. And your purchase is in stock now for immediate delivery. With our easy payment plans, you can pay no down and no interest for 18 months. Hurry in and enjoy Columbus Day savings through Monday. Don't miss this chance to save store-wide. RC Willey, your home, your way.
Hi, Dad.
Warm up with the new Peking pork. Delicious crisp pork chop bites with hand-cut bell peppers and onions, wok-tossed in a sweet and sour glaze. New at Panda Express, where good fortune smiles.
Isn't it something? Your grandma's sawyer back in the day, then my mom's, now mine.
3 generations of your family, that's really something. For nearly 40 years, families have trusted the Richard Harris Law Firm. Call us at 444-4444, just in case.
Because of UMC, I'm putting my free time to good use.
Because of UMC, she keeps me on my toes.
Because of UMC and this guy, I'm here.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Las Vegas, after nearly 20 years, Dollar Loan Center is turning it up a notch. We are excited to announce we're now offering signature loans up to $5,000. Everyone knows we're the best spot in town when you need a quick and easy signature loan. But what if you need more money? You can now get up to $5,000 at Dollar Loan Center. We've also loosened our lending limits to make it easier for you to get funded quickly. Dollar Loan Center.
Escape the cone dimension with Ken's Cone Zone on Fox 5.
Traffic lights are going to be out tonight.
Find out when construction starts and ends and how to avoid the cones. Ken's Cone Zone, sponsored by Knock the Injury Law. Closed captioning on Fox 5, sponsored by Ed Bernstein.
Enough said. Call in.
When things get dark, Las Vegas shines. This is one of the marquees that went dark just a few minutes ago at 10:05, marking the 1-week anniversary of a shooting that changed our city forever. The lights are now turned back on. This is at the SLS Casino on the north end of the Strip. And again, when things get dark, Las Vegas shines. That is one of the many messages we are trying to carry throughout our coverage for you this week. One of the first victims laid to rest over the weekend was Jack Beaton. But before he died, he saved his wife's life. Raina Harvey reports from Bakersfield.
But he said, Lori, get down, and he laid on top of me, and he said, I love you, Lori, and I said, I love you too, Jack. So those were our last words.
A heartbreaking farewell. Lori Beaton relives the moment she knew she no longer see her husband and best friend Jack Beaton in this lifetime.
I said, Jack, these are real bullets. It just went past my arm. He took the first bullet when he was standing directly to the left of me.
Jack made the ultimate sacrifice by shielding his wife Lori from a shower of bullets during the Las Vegas mass shooting.
I subsequently have found out while he took a second bullet, and I honestly believe it was when he was laying on top of me.
Jack was killed in the shooting. Lori and their son Jake Beaton are still in shock and tell me Jack's selflessness is who he was.
Who has actually said, Lori, I would take a bullet for you. And I said, Jack, I know. I said, I know. I walked out of the house every day knowing I was loved.
That's exactly, he would have done that for anybody, even if it wasn't my mom. He would have done that for anyone, and it's just, he was an incredible person.
Jack's bravery has resonated with people around the nation. And back home in Bakersfield, local establishments, including Salty's, where Jake works, held fundraisers in his father's honor.
All of these people out here supporting us and supporting my family and supporting my father.
It's the support from friends, family, community.
Lori and Jake tell me although Jack is no longer here, his bravery will stay with them for a lifetime.
Knowing the way my husband went out and knowing the way people feel about him, and he went out a hero, he truly is my hero, gives me a sense of comfort and peace.
Las Vegas, you can help. Donate water, juice, and snacks to the Salvation Army or make a monetary donation online.
Hi, Dad.
Warm up with the new Peking pork. Delicious crisp pork chop bites with hand-cut bell peppers and onions, wok-tossed in a sweet and sour glaze. New at Panda Express, where good fortune smiles.
What does your insurance actually do when it's not doing insurance? What if you could get help with more often? And you could also plan amazing trips. Save on event tickets or hotel rooms. Even get rescued roadside. You can when you're a member and your insurance is AAA. Insurance that's not just insurance.
If you're shopping for a vehicle, one location soars above the rest. The Valley Auto Mall. With 19 dealers, 23 brands, and over $250 million in inventory, chances are the Valley Auto Mall has just the vehicle you're looking for. In fact, 1 in 4 vehicles is purchased at the Valley Auto Mall. For the best in selection, sales, and service, the Valley Auto Mall is head and shoulders above the rest. Fly over today. Shop the Valley Auto Mall or valleyautomall.com.
Yeah.
「
Knights go, go, 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 Kni
It's back. The Auto Nation Used Car Super Sale at the Orleans Arena. And it's better. Here's why. All 600 cars and trucks are marked with one low, no haggle price, starting at $49.95. All with 1.9% financing, which means a lower payment to you. 600 cars and trucks, 4 days to save, one low price. The Auto Nation Used Car Super Sale starts this Wednesday, October 11th at the Orleans Arena.
Meep, meep.
Fox 5 News is sponsored by Findlay RV. Don't miss our clearance sale event.
Investigators trying to figure out why a man would try to kill thousands on our Las Vegas Strip have made a significant discovery. They now know the meaning of numbers written on a piece of paper found in the shooter's Mandalay Bay hotel room. Stephanie Elam reports.
Calculations. That's what investigators now believe that the numbers written on the notepad found in the shooter's suite were. This was first reported by CBS News, but what they believe is that there were calculations related to distance and trajectory from the window of the shooter's suite on the 32nd floor down to the venue. Of course, having this one piece of information doesn't help at all with the motive, which is the one thing that is still very much frustrating investigators. They still say it's unclear why this 64-year-old man would do such a heinous crime. They do not know why he would do that, but we do have a little bit more information about the man who may have really helped stop this from being a much more tragic event. It's hard to believe that we could even think of that, but here's what they're saying Jesus Campos did. He was responding, because he works for Mandalay Security, he was responding to a open door alarm on the 32nd floor, several doors down from where the shooter was staying. It had nothing to do with the shooter, but when he came up on that floor, if you remember, the shooter had cameras out in the hall. They believe the shooter saw him on the camera and then started to engage with him, shot through the door, hitting Campos in the leg. But because of Campos's quick reaction, he radioed down to security. They were able to tell police where this shooter was on the 32nd floor. If it hadn't been for him showing up on the floor and then also making that call, it could have taken first responders much longer to figure out which floor the shooter was using to rain down bullets on the concert venue. So a huge detail there that this could have been a much worse situation had it not been for Jesus Campos. Stephanie Elam, CNN, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Federal investigators were back at the shooter's home in Mesquite today. The Mesquite police chief says it wasn't to go after anything specific or to find anything specific. It was just to take more pictures and examine items inside the home. This is the same home Metro searched on Monday. Steve Wynn was on Fox News Sunday today talking about the years of service his staff has given to the shooter and his girlfriend.
They talk about normal, mundane things, but if there's anything interesting that stood out over the 6 years, nobody that's ever worked here has ever seen the gentleman or the lady take a drink of wine, beer, or alcohol of any kind.
This does contradict some of the pictures and anecdotes we've heard that seem to indicate the shooter did drink, but either way, Steve Wynn says Stephen Paddock did not fit the profile of a compulsive gambler. He said someone like that would not be stopped coming into the building at his casino, but he would never have let someone have "Do Not Disturb" listed on their door for more than 12 hours without an investigation. 42 congregations came together at the Pentecostal Temple Church today to worship, sing, and honor victims and survivors. Police officers and county officials were also there to honor Officer Charles Hartfield, the off-duty Metro officer killed in Sunday's shooting. A bishop with the church said it's important that we come together and bring peace around the city.
I am amazed of so many individuals throughout the country, whether through the media, whether through individuals just making contact with families, all of the outpour of love and concern.
The bishop said he is astounded by all of the violence in this country, but anytime we join together, we can beat it. Country singer Jason Aldean was in Las Vegas today. University Medical Center tweeted out this photo. They say his visit helped cheer people up who were hurt. Aldean's wife also posted online, Feels surreal being back in Vegas today, visiting some of the strongest people we have ever met, fighting the toughest battle of them all for their lives.
But you can be sure that we're going to walk through these tough times together every step of the way. Because when America is at its best, our bond and our spirit, it's unbreakable.
That was a clip of Aldean on Saturday Night Live last night. He opened with that message to victims, survivors, and their families. He also paid tribute to legend Tom Petty by playing I Won't Back Down.
Now, Fox 5 weather 24/7.
Yeah, we've got some wind to deal with here this evening, and it's going to stay with us through the overnight hours and into part of the day tomorrow as well. Now, the winds have actually, at least the gusts have died down a little bit. We were at 49 miles per hour just before our newscast started at 10 o'clock. And now it's not quite as strong, but the winds, the sustained winds, are still up there. It's 70 degrees. We got a north wind at 36 miles per hour. The gusts are still up at around the 40 mile per hour mark, but it's down 9 miles from about 35 minutes ago. So the wind advisory that we have in effect is going to remain in effect through the day tomorrow. Some other temperatures right now around the valley. At Red Rock at 63 degrees, Summerlin 62. We got 65 at Aliante, Nellis Air Force Base 70 degrees, 72 at Sunrise Manor, and in Anthem 67 degrees. Seven Hills coming in at 69 degrees. We've got 67 at Kingman. We got 63 at Mesquite. In Beatty it's 58 degrees, and at Prim 67 degrees. So this wind advisory is going to remain in effect until about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We do have wind warnings for the Colorado River Valley area. That's in effect until tomorrow afternoon. Later, then our advisory is going to be expiring. We've got the wind gusts again, could get up to about 50 miles per hour through the overnight hours again. We've got wind gusts right now up to 39 miles per hour. That's over at Nellis. We've got 31 miles per hour at North Las Vegas. Henderson 25 miles per hour, and I got a feeling the one in Mesquite, the reader is not working because it's not showing anything, but we're still got those wind barbs moving very quickly, suggesting the winds are still there. So we got the wind again tonight, overnight, tomorrow morning into the early afternoon. Should die down by late tomorrow afternoon or get significantly lower. We are going to be behind that windy weather, seeing a big drop in our daytime temperatures by about 10 to 15 degrees from what we had today, and then we're going to be back to the 80s by the time we hit Wednesday. You can see here from our satellite radar loop, we've got a little bit of active weather up and around our local mountains, but all in all, not much else going on. The frontal boundary coming down from the northwest, and that's why we're getting those cooler temperatures, and this will continue to move through here. Should be gone by tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll see much quieter conditions. Let's talk about some of the numbers that we have for you tomorrow morning at 7. When the kids are heading out to school, it'll be 63 degrees again with that north wind. It's going to feel cooler than that. The wind will be up to about 14 miles per hour. Noon, it'll be 73 degrees. At 5 o'clock, 76. And at 10 o'clock, it'll be 66 degrees. When you look at the numbers that we had today, 85, that's significantly cooler than the forecast high for tomorrow of around 76 degrees. Tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon out at the Lake Mead area, we got that high wind warning. That'll be in place. The wind's up to 29 miles per hour. Gusts will be higher. I did hear the folks over out at Lake Mead to suggest if you are planning or wanting to go out on the water, think twice about it, and if you are still going to insist on going out, try to stay near the shoreline. 74 degrees is the water temperature, and up in and around the Mount Charleston area, we've got wind gusts as well. Here we have the advisory in place, not a warning like you have at Lake Mead. It'll be 57 degrees. Gusts there are going to be in excess of about 35 miles per hour. All right, numbers now. 76 tomorrow. We got 78 on Tuesday, 84 on Wednesday and Thursday, 82 on Friday, 78 on Saturday, and we got 78 degrees on Sunday. Our evening numbers, they're all in the 50s and the 60s. So we're going to be trending downward for a few days and getting back into the 80s, but it's not going to last long because by the time we get to next weekend, back into the 70s again. There'll be another wind event coming our way probably by Friday. Should not be anywhere near as strong as the one we're getting overnight tonight.
You talked about the wind over on Lake Mead. You can tell as soon as you walk out onto the marina, right when you get past the restaurant, can my boat take it? In this case, a lot of boats probably can. So.
I think it's a good idea, like what they suggested over there. Stay near the shoreline or don't go out at all tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks, Les.
All right.
Of course, make sure you download our Fox 5 app. We'll keep you updated on the latest breaking news, weather, and traffic. It's free in the App Store. Vice President Mike Pence walked out of an NFL game today after some players knelt during the national anthem. This is a look at his motorcade leaving Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The day was supposed to be about future Hall of Fame quarterback Peyton Manning. His jersey was retired today, but some players took a knee before the Colts faced the San Francisco 49ers, so the vice president and his wife left the stadium. Pence later tweeted that he didn't want to dignify an event that disrespected U.S. soldiers and the flag. Other players took a moment of silence on NFL fields around the country. We'll show you how victims in our city are being honored across the nation today and the special tribute one player wore during the game to raise funds for victims and their families.
You may have seen this look in magazines or high-end stores. Made from solid wood and veneers. A smoky gray finish with iron hardware and barn door closure. You get the queen bed, dresser, mirror, and nightstand for only $12.99.
ABC Hyundai's October sales blitz is on now. For a limited time, 0 down deliveries on every new Hyundai. Yes, sign and drive lease every Hyundai in stock. Plus, get a $1,000 Visa gift card with your trade. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
Sometimes your eyes can get bigger than your wallet. But at Checkers and Rallies, getting your hands on a quarter pound of juicy all-white meat chicken dippers with a bed of famous seasoned fries for only $2 just takes fishing for a little loose change. The quarter pound chicken dippers and fries box for just $2. Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
The helmet. I mean,
that right there, you got to open your eyes. They got to open up.
I just don't get it, Randall. It's not like I got hands of stone.
Well, why don't you let me throw you some passes, John? All right, John, you can do this.
Cunningham fades back. He's looking for Barr. Hands of glue. John Barr.
He'll do anything to sell you a car.
It looks like Barr has pulled something. Barr will be back. Count on it.
Hi, Dad.
Warm up with the new Peking pork. Delicious crisp pork chop bites with hand-cut bell peppers and onions, wok-tossed in a sweet and sour glaze. New at Panda Express, where good fortune smiles.
When they're a hot mess, you stay as cool as a cucumber. That's just one of the benefits of a PowerShift smart thermostat from NV Energy. The others, it's free. They'll install it for free. And you could save $100 on your energy bill every year. Plus, with their smart thermostat app, you can use a mobile device or computer to control the temperature of your home whenever you want, wherever you want, however you want. Call today or visit nvenergy.com/PowerShift.
There's a silver lining, and that is the love that we have for Vegas and for everyone involved.
I've never seen this community come together in such an incredible way.
Just really shows what a great community we are.
I love this city.
At Walker Furniture, this modern dining table with clean lines and padded upholstered chairs, removable leaf and a charcoal finish, dining or counter height. Your choice, $6.99. Want it today? We have same-day delivery.
Fox 5 News, sponsored by CenturyLink Price for Life Internet. No need to negotiate because your rate won't change as long as you keep your plan. Service not available everywhere. Restrictions apply. Switch now at CenturyLink.com.
The Raiders are wearing stickers on the backs of their helmets that indeed say Vegas Strong. Of course, this team has a connection with that town and everyone feeling for them. There were 58 season ticket holders on the field wearing Raiders gear and holding white roses, all with names of the 58 victims that lost their lives in Las Vegas last week.
In the aftermath of the deadliest mass shooting in modern American history, we also saw acts of heroism and an outpouring of support that saved many lives in Las Vegas. Moments ago, we observed a moment of silence here in the stadium in memory of the victims and to honor all those affected.
an enormous outpouring of support from cities around the world. Moments ago here, they observed a moment of silence in memory of the victims, including 22-year-old Cristiana Duarte. She was a Rams training camp intern and a game day assistant. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Cristiana's family and all of those affected by that senseless tragedy.
Moments ago, we observed a moment of silence here in the stadium in memory of the victims and to honor all those affected. And today, the Jaguars' Jalen Ramsey wearing special cleats to honor victims from the Las Vegas shooting. He will auction the shoes off to raise funds for the victims and their families.
How many times have we heard in the past few weeks, sports is not supposed to drive us apart, it's supposed to bring us together. And now here we have it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's not just highlights and interviews, it's camaraderie, it's solidarity, and it's especially nice, you know, we've been working on these stories the last week, but to see the rest of the country feel what we're feeling here, it's great to see.
All right. Well, that does it for Fox 5 News at 10, but don't go anywhere.
That's right, because Fox 5 Sports Plus starts now.